And remember to unmute later when it's time to start.
perform at various events throughout the year. And so we have a few of those for you today. If you enjoy the show, we do hope you may donate. We have a GoFundMe and PayPal links that will be in the chat during the show. And we also have a Maritime Folknet donation page on our website. That's maritimefolknet.org/donate. And you can buy CDs and become members of our organization if you'd like to support us that way. So for now, I am going to pass you over to Dan Roberts, who will tell you a little about the musicians we've got coming up today, and then we will let the show begin.
Well, thank you very much, Helen. And thank you very much for tuning in to us. If you're tuning into us later, which you can do, we're now starting our program. And other things that we do besides this is we run one workshop a year on various maritime historical subjects. In August, I believe August. I should have looked this up on my calendar. But it's if you go to maritimefolknet.org/events, you will find the Port Gamble Maritime Music Festival. We've been doing this for more than a decade. And we have a really cool lineup for this time, and we're still actually adding musicians. We will have the American balladeer John Sparrow, J.W. Sparrow, from back east, the Johnson Girls, and just about a week ago, our esteemed treasurer got in touch with Gordon Bach, and he will be sending us a musical performance also. But today. Our first full act will be Mike and Val James. Mike was in Victory at Sea with me and has a really distinctive historical sounding voice. Following them, we will actually have a live performance from Laura Bassett and Alex Sturbaum. And finishing off the first part of things is Spanaway Bay, a wonderful couple from the dry lands of Pierce County who actually do have a little bird bath or something on their property that is Spanaway Bay. But they are hilarious and fun and sweet and all that. But our first musical item will be our good friend Helen Gilbert singing Wave Over Wave.
My name's Abel Rogers, a chairman of mine, on a three-masted schooner from Twillingsgate. I've been the world over, north, south, east, and west, but the middle of nowhere's where I like it best. Where it's wave over wave, sea over bow, I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. No other life but to sail the salt sea. Well, I leave my wife lonely 10 months of the year, but she's built me a house and raised my children dear. She'll never come out to say farewell to me. Oh, can why a sailor must sail the salt sea, where it's wave over wave, sea over bow. I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. No other life but to sail the salt sea, where it's wave over wave, sea over bow. I'm as happy a man as the sea will allow. There's no other life for a sailor like me than to sail the salt sea, boys, sail the sea. No other life but to sail the salt sea. So we will move on now with our first act of the afternoon. Mike and Val James, and Mike and Val hail from Port Townsend, and they have been performing and leading sings for decades. Their repertoire includes maritime, traditional folk, jazz standards, 60s favorites, and kids music. They've got a wide repertoire. Mike was, as Dan mentioned, part of the original Victory Sings at Sea crew. They recorded a couple of CDs of maritime music with Constellation's crew, and an assemblage of Northwest musicians led by Hank Kramer. So take it away, Mike and Val.
Look, he's bold. He's bold as painted green. I'm head boys. Look, he's bold as painted green. Prettiest folk you've ever seen. Hey boys, to light day. He's bold as a fine port cutty.
Break in here. I forgot to announce who was coming in after intermission. Actually, that now. Trying to find the video there. After intermission, we will have Strikes a Bell, chanting group, mostly out of Seattle. Actually, I'll be singing with them. And we'll close with the North Shore Ramblers, Bob and daughter team, who are lots of fun. So now,
That's cotton sails out loud here, boys. Keep bold, that's cotton sails. You planked her up with copper nails. Hey boys, the light day. Keeps rolling out his grub out. Hey boys. Keeps rolling out his grub. Once would be in a 10-pound cup. Hey boys, through the light day. Sailed along the shore, I'm here, boys. He sailed along the shore to get some fish from Labrador. We boys through the night again. Well, I don't care, I'm here, boys. He said, well, I don't care, I'll get me another little spring of the year. We boys, good night, day. He's boys painted green, I'm here, boys. He's boys painted green, it's a boat you've ever seen. We boys, good night, day. Sugar in the hole. I wish I wasn't down in Mobile Bay, screwing cotton all the day, but I'm stowing the sugar in the hole below, 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 below. Let me hear you now. Hey ho, below, below, stowing sugar in the hole below. Let's sing it to me now. Hey ho, below, below, stowing sugar in the hole below. Well, now damn white was a new boat, stem to stern so mighty fine. Beats sent a boat on the New Orleans line. I'm stowing sugar in the hole below. Let me hear you now. Hey ho, below, below, stowing sugar in the hole below. Sing it to me now. Hey ho, below, below, stowing sugar in the hole below. Well, now the engineer shouts in his old trumpet. Tell the mate we got bad news. Can't get any steam from the fire in the flue. Stowing sugar in the hole below. Let me hear you now. Way ho, below, below. Stowing sugar in the hole below. Sing it to me now. Hey ho, below, below. Stowing sugar in the hole below. Well, now the captain, he's up on the quarter deck, just a-strutting around, scratching his red neck. I heard him yell, heave the mountain lead, stowing sugar in the hole below. Let me hear you now. Hey ho, below, below, stowing sugar in the hole below. Sing it to me now. Hey ho, below, below, stowing sugar in the hole below. Well, I wish I was down in Mobile Bay, screwing cotton all the day, but I'm stowing the sugar in the hole below, stowing sugar in the hole below. Let me hear it now. Hey ho, below, below, stowing sugar in the hole below. One more time now. Hey ho, below, below, stowing sugar in the hole below.
Well, that was a great performance by Mike and Val there. I love the backdrop that they found to perform against. And next up, we will have a live performance by Laura Bassett and Alex Derborn. They've both been staples in the Seattle music scene for quite a number of years now, and we always enjoy hearing the unique songs that they bring to the table. They've performed ballads and chorus songs, and they both have a repertoire that draws from all over the country and indeed the world. Laura and Alex are sure to sing something you've never heard before and leave you humming it for weeks later. So we will pass along to Laura and Alex.
Cool. Are we live? Are we good to go?
Think so.
I'll assume we are. Okay. Well, it's a really hot summer weekend, so here's a summer song from Alice Winship. Steamboat coming on the Illinois River, my dad plays in the band. Hot dark nights make the tall corn quiver, Calliope calling across the bottom land. Calliope, I hear, you know the boat is near, you can hear it 2 towns away. One night up in Hennepin, you can hear it down in Henry on the very next day. Steamboat coming on the Illinois River, my dad plays in the band. Hot dark nights make the tall corn quiver, Calliope calling across the bottom land. The corn will grow all night, you can hear it rustle down the row. When you hear the Calliope call again, leave your corn and cows and go dancing with your beaux.
My dad plays in the band. Hot dark nights make the tall corn quiver. Calliope calling across the bottomland. Near the river there's a farm with cornfields and a barn since 1868. When the band gets word to play again, my dad'll pack his drums, make the music resonate. Steamboat coming on the Illinois River. My dad plays in the band. Hot dark nights make the tall corn quiver. Calliope calling across the bottomland. The band knows all the songs, keeps the dancing going on with popular tunes of the day. When the steamboat sails, the dance begins. He strums his mandolin and the music starts to play. Steamboat coming on the Illinois River. My dad plays in the band. Hot dark nights make the tall corn quiver. Calliope calling across the bottomland. Take me down to sea, I'll listen happily till I begin to yawn. Then you'll find me a soft spot to sleep, and then I'll be safe on the steamboat while the band plays on. Steamboat coming on the Illinois River. My dad plays in the band. Hot dark nights make the tall corn quiver. Calliope calling across the bottomland. Steamboat coming on the Illinois River. My dad plays in the band. Hot dark nights make the tall corn quiver. Calliope calling across the bottomland. Well, cheers everybody, and thanks to Maritime Folknet for putting this event together, and also just being an awesome organization. I don't think that either of us could count the number of really wonderful times that we have had at events organized by Maritime Folknet. And so, if you're watching, please consider supporting this organization. They are really, really great and do great work. Here's a song that I heard from the singing of Arthur Davis, but it's one that gets around a lot, or so I've been told. It's a Baltimore song. It's called The Shanghai Dredger, and feel free to sing along with the chorus when it comes round again. Out on the far-off eastern shore, an oyster dredger lay, with the sea tore out of his oilskin pants, his hat had blown away. His clothes were rather seedy, his chance he knew was slim, of ever reaching Baltimore in the pungy he was in. But in spirit he could fancy himself in a restaurant again, ordering plates of liver for himself and Shorty McLean. The dredgers all around him stood, their eyes could scarcely see, from drinking 5-cent whiskey. Oh, what a glorious spree! So lay me in the forepeak with my face to Baltimore, praying I never get shanghaied again down on the eastern shore, where they feed you on corn dogs and sourdough twice a day, and you're counted a lucky dredger if you ever gets your pay. Our steward was an African, the best cook in the fleet. At making India rubber bread he never could be beat. His shadow soup was excellent, and on a Christmas day we'd eat a duck that he'd picked up while sailing down the bay. And oh, that Galway skipper I never shall forgive. He'd halloo like a porpoise and toss away the jib. On Sundays while at rest he'd cry, I'm only for your good. So rise up all me hearties and saw up all the wood. So lay me in the forepeak with my face towards Baltimore, praying I never get shanghaied again down on the eastern shore, where they feed you on corn dogs and sourdough twice a day, and you're counted a lucky dredger if you ever gets your pay. It was on a summer's evening after working all the day. The captain spied through his telescope the police sloop far away. With sails trimmed aft and topsails set, our gallant Pungy flew over to the forbidden ground to catch a jag or two. But scarce we'd started working when the police sloop hove in sight. Haul down your jib was his command, and then began the fight. Our captain drew his pistol while the sloop around us tried, but we escaped and made away upon the foggy tide. So lay me in the forepeak with my face to Baltimore, praying I never get shanghaied again down on the eastern shore, where they feed you on corn dogs and sarbly twice a day, and you're counted a lucky treasure if you ever get your pay. So lay me in the forepeak with my face towards Baltimore, praying I never get shanghaied again down on the eastern shore, where they feed you on corn dogs and sarbly twice a day, and you're counted a lucky treasure if you ever get your pay. So lay me in the forepeak with my face to Baltimore, praying I never get shanghaied again down on the eastern shore, where they feed you on corn dogs and sarbly twice a day, and you're counted a lucky treasure if you ever gets your pay, and you're counted a lucky treasure if you ever gets your pay.
Cool.
That is a very fun song to sing.
It is delightful. A lot of words. Okay, so we just got one more, and this is a Dylan Buston song, though I first learned it from the Ancient Mariners at the Mystic Sea Music Festival back on the East Coast. And it is about Joshua Slocum, who in 1895 set sail, and 3 years later completed the first solo circumnavigation of the world, sailing. So here we go. It's called The Spray. When I was a boy up in Nova Scotia, drawing all the clipper ships just to learn their names, I wanted for a toy nothing but a sailboat. Nothing else would do or would ever be the same. All aboard the Spray. All alone I say, all those lovely days, my
my flag's unfurled.
I did stand and say, I did
Prevail, I did regale myself around this world.
all around this world. Cool. Thank you so much. This is amazing.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Maritime Folknet.
Thank you, Alex and Laura. We really appreciate that. That was a great set. And as I said, you know, you guys sing songs that we've never heard and leave us humming them for weeks. And I have a feeling that's the case with the last one there for me. So I want to take a moment to thank those that have already sent us some donations in. We really appreciate those. Thank you very much. And I'm just having a look here to give you a little more information if you would like to donate to the cause, so we can keep programs going through the year for you and provide free events and low-cost events for the public and the maritime music community. Then you can visit our website at maritimefolknet.org. We have several ways that you can donate to us. We have a GoFundMe, which you will find the link to on our event page for this event. And you can also just go to maritimefolknet.org/donate, and you'll find a direct donation link, which is via PayPal there. And of course, you can always mail us a check if you wanted to do that. Then just contact us at contact@maritimefolknet.org, and we can send you an address if you would like to mail a check in. So moving right along, we have another act coming up for you. These are a favorite duo in the Puget Sound area. Spanaway Bay have been performing old and new songs of the sea for a long time. They're fabulous, always very funny to watch perform. I enjoy them greatly. They're from the rocky shores of Spanaway Bay, hence the name, down in the south of the Puget Sound, and apparently directly above the center of the earth, so it says here. And Kent and Carol have been engaging audiences with an eclectic melange of maritime, Celtic, English, and American folk songs for years. And we really appreciate them joining us and contributing a set to this show for you. So I will pass it along to them.
Directly above the center of the earth.
Yes, we're very happy to see everybody out there today. I got nothing.
It's been a long time. Okay, let's sing something. You want to tell us about it first?
Oh, yes. Well, we're going to start out with one that probably most of the people out there know and know the story behind. But just in case, this is a Tom Lewis song. And it's a song about the legend that goes all the way back to Homer and the Odyssey, when Odysseus spent 10 years trying to get home across the Mediterranean. And when he'd finally gotten home, he decided that he never ever wanted to go to sea again, and the only way he could guarantee that he would not go to sea again was to be far enough away to where nobody recognized any accoutrements from the boats and stuff. So he took an oar and went walking until somebody said, "Hey, what's that?" And then he knew he was far enough away. Tom, having been a sailor, wrote this song, I believe, under similar circumstances.
Oh, yes.
Lord Nelson knew the perfect way to cure your mal de mer, and if you'll pay attention, his secret I will share. To any seasick sailor, he'd give this advice for free. If you're feeling seasick, sit underneath a tree. I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. Columbus, he set sail to find out if the world was round. He set out sailing to the west until he ran aground. He thought he'd reach the Indies, but he found the USA. We know some navigators who can still do that today. I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. Now Drake is in his hammock and 1,000 miles away. Grenville's revenge is at the bottom of the bay. Many's the famous sailor never came home from the sea. Just take my advice, Jack, come and follow me. I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. So, sailors, take this warning from these men of high renown. When your sailing's over and you want to settle down, never cast your anchor less than 90 miles from shore. There'll always be temptation to be off to sea once more. I'm marching inland from the shore. Over me shoulder I'm carrying an oar. When someone asks me what is that funny thing you've got, then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more, no more. Then I know I'll never go to sea no more. Thank you.
Well, this month we're celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary. And one of the things that we remember about our wedding is, well, there was a lot of it. It was the best party in the Puget Sound with dancing and singing and music and musicians and things and all kinds of good stuff like, you know, food and beer and grog and... Yeah,
that was, well, the grog we should explain. For those of you who don't know, that was the stand. Well, I'm sure you know, but the Royal Navy used to give out a ration of grog. That was water and rum. Technically, to keep the sailors healthy, mostly I think to keep them calm.
The medical plan.
Yes, the medical plan. Well, one of our guests showed up with a grog tub.
Captain John.
Captain John,
Vashon
yes,
Island.
and he it was good grog, and my dad discovered the grog tub, and he had a wonderful time. And so, in honor of his memory, we're going to sing this song. I should say Carol's going to sing this song, and I'm going to try to, sing along.
Sure, why not? And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog.
All gone for beer and tobacco.
For spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander. Oh, where is me shirt, me noggin shirt?
All gone for beer and tobacco.
For the pockets is wore out and the elbows knocked about, and me tail is looking out for better weather. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. For I spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander. And where are me boots, me noggin boots?
All gone for beer and tobacco.
For the leather is wore out and the heels is knocked about, and me soul is looking out for better weather. And it's
all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco.
For
I've spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander.
And where is me bed, me noggin bed?
All gone for beer and tobacco.
For the mattress is all tore, for I lent it to a lady, and me springs are looking out for better weather. And it's
all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. For I spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. For across the western ocean I must wander.
And where is me wench, me noggin wench?
All gone for beer and tobacco.
For her lips is all wore out, and her bow is knocked about, and her spurn is looking out for better weather.
And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. For I spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. For across the western ocean I must wander.
And where is me lad, me noggin lad?
All gone for beer and tobacco.
For his money is all spent, and his courage up and went. And I think I'd better find another sailor. And
It's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. For I spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander.
I'm sick in the head, and I haven't been to bed
Since first I came ashore with me plunder. I see centipedes and snakes, and I'm full of pains and aches. And I think I'll take a trip out over yonder. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. For I spent all me tin on the lassies drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander.
Well,
that was fun. It was nice to see everybody singing out there.
should we do a love song?
Sure, why not? Well, this is, in keeping with the whole maritime theme. We went through figuring out a lot of different songs we could do, and we're really down to this. So this is not, I guess, technically a sea song,
Of course it
in
is.
that it doesn't actually ever mention sailing or ships or water or anything like that, but it does involve travel
Travel, yes.
and drinking.
Drinking.
So, please sing along. This is a true story. So I came home on a Monday night, as drunk could be. I saw a horse outside me door, where my own horse should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that horse outside the door, where my own horse should be? Well, you're drunk, you silly old fool, until you cannot see. Well, that's a lovely milking cow me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day of travel, 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a milking cow I never saw before. And as I came home on a Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door, where my own coat should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that coat behind the door, where my own coat should be? Well, you're drunk, you silly old fool, until you cannot see. Well, that's a lovely blanket that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day of travel, 100 miles or more, but buttons on a blanket sure I never saw before. As I came home on a Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I'm detecting a theme, I saw a pipe upon the chair, where my own pipe should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns that pipe upon the chair, where my own pipe should be? Well, you're drunk, you silly old fool, until you cannot see. Well, that's a lovely tin whistle that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day of travel, 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle sure I never saw before. As I came home on a Thursday night, as drunk could be. I saw two boots beneath the bed, where my own boots should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me, who owns them boots beneath the bed, where my own boots should be? Well, you're drunk, you silly old fool, and still you cannot see. Well, that's two lovely geranium pots me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day of travel, 100 miles or more, but laces in geranium pots I never saw before. 'Cause I came home on a Friday night, as drunk could be. I saw a head upon the bed, where my own head should be. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me, who owns that head with you in the bed, where my own head should be? Well, you're drunk, you silly old fool, but still you cannot see. Well, that's a lovely baby boy me mother sent to me. Well, it's many a day of travel, 100 miles or more, but a baby boy with his whiskers on I never saw before. Thank you.
Huge thank you to Spanaway Bay for that set. What a wonderful little set that was, with some true favorites. I haven't heard Seven Drunken Nights in quite a while. I used to sing it way back in the day on occasion. So we are going to pause for a short intermission so that you can refresh your drinks, perhaps dunk your head in a cold bucket of water if you are indeed in the Pacific Northwest with us, and maybe visit the website and check out some of the programs that we are involved in, and just have a look around. Now, one other thing I didn't mention earlier, if you like to contribute to our organization, but maybe without necessarily giving us funds, we are always in need of volunteers at events, and you know, we will have live events again someday, hopefully soon. So if you are interested in volunteering at all with our events, please do email us at contact@maritimefolknet.org and just register your interest so we know to get in touch with you when we're having live events again. Dan, what do you have for us? Dan, you're muted.
Of course. I did want to mention that we are also supported by For Culture, King County's hotel and motel tax funds that help support various cultural organizations. They're a wonderful outfit. And so that was the main thing I wanted to mention. So, and this time I'm going to take over from Helen so she can go find a cooler place to be.
Thank you.
She looks pretty cool there, actually, now that you think about it. So anyway, we have, as I said, as Helen said, we have a little intermission for those of you who want to go get a drink or do whatever you need to do. Those of you who want to stay, you can be entertained anyway. So let's have an intermission.
The end of the day, there is no one so snug as Captain Knudsen in his warm little tug. With a fresh pot of coffee, he'll pour you a mug. Or Captain Knudsen in his warm little tug. For towing your logs or pushing your barge, he's a man who is worth whatever he'll charge. The tugboat is small, but the engine is large. He's a man who is worth whatever he'll charge. Try as he will, he just cannot explain how he does what he does in the wind and the rain. Never tipping a load, never twisting a chain, Oh, he does what he does in the wind and the rain. In this neck of the woods made of cedar and moss, oh, the tugboat is king, but the river is boss. I don't care if your name should be Simpson or Foss. Oh, the tugboat is king, but the river is boss. Are tight, and as long as the foghorn still blasts in the night, you'll know that this part of the world is alright. Oh, as long as the foghorn still blasts in the night. Ah, for towing your logs or pushing your barge, he's a man who is worth whatever he'll charge. The tugboat is small, but the engine is large. He's a man who is worth whatever he'll charge. Oh, at the end of the day, there is no one so snug as Captain Knudsen in his warm little tug. With a fresh pot of coffee, he'll pour you a mug. Oh, Captain Knudsen in his warm little tug. Oh, for towing your logs or pushing your barge, he's a man who is worth whatever he'll charge. The tugboat is small, but the engine is large. He's a man who is worth whatever he'll charge.
There I go again. Welcome back. And one of these days I'll learn to unmute myself. So, August 14th is the Port Gamble Maritime Music Festival. I had to go back and look in my calendar, but please do put it on your calendar so that you can see and hear all those wonderful musicians. And speaking of wonderful musicians, our next act I have a particular fondness for because I'm in it. About 5 years ago, Wayne Paulson decided to get a bunch of shanty singers together and start singing together and rehearsing. And we've done just a few gigs over the years. Generally, we lead things at Folklife, and I guess we did it this year too via Zoom. Anyway, you will hear a recorded set we did. We recorded at Haller Lake Community Club, which is a particularly live and wonderful room. And really shouldn't say anything more about that because, after all, I'm just touting myself and my friends. So let's give a listen to my friends and me, better known as Strikes a Bell.
From Liverpool to Frisco a-roving I went, to stay in that country it was my intent. But girls and strong whiskey and other damn fools soon got me transported back to Liverpool. And it's roll, roll, bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow. I shipped on the Alaska, waiting out in the bay, waiting for a fair wind to get underway. The sailors on board, all sick and so sore, their whiskey's all gone and they can't get no more. And it's roll, 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 bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow. Here comes a mate in his jacket of blue. He's looking for work for us sailors to do. It's foretopsail halyards he loudly did roar, and lay aloft Paddy, a son of the shore. And it's roll, 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 bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow. One night off Cape Horn I will never forget. I don't sigh now when I thinks of it yet. She was diving bows under, the sailors all wet. She was doing 12 knots with her main skysail set, and it's roll, 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 bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow. And now we are sailing up to the line. When I thinks of it yet, sure we had a fine time. The sea boys box hauling, them yards all around, for to beat the flash packet, the Thatcher McGowan. And it's roll, 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 bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow. Here's a health to the captain wherever he may be. He's a friend to the sailor on land and at sea. But as for the mate, that dirty old brute, I hope when he dies to hell he'll skyhoot. And it's roll, 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 bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow. And now we are tied to the Bramley-Moore docks. The fair maids and laddies around us will flock. Me whiskey's all gone and me 6 quid advance. I think it's high time to get up and dance. And it's roll, 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 bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow. And it's roll, 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 bullies, roll, them Liverpool Judies has got us in tow.
Little Sally Racket,
Haul 'em away,
she signed aboard a packet,
haul 'em away,
and she never did regret it.
haul 'em away,
And it's Holly Hi-Yo,
haul 'em away,
little Nancy Puckett,
haul 'em away,
she washes in a bucket.
haul 'em away,
She's a tart but she don't look it.
haul 'em away,
And it's Holly Hi-Yo,
haul 'em away,
little Sally Skinner,
haul 'em away,
she says she's a beginner,
haul 'em away,
prefers it to her dinner.
haul 'em away,
And it's Holly Hi-Yo,
haul 'em away,
little Nancy Riddle,
haul 'em away,
she broke her brand new fiddle,
haul 'em away,
got a hole right in the middle.
haul 'em away,
And it's Holly Hi-Yo,
haul 'em away,
little Kitty Carson,
haul 'em away,
she ran off with the parson.
haul 'em away,
Now she's got a little bosun.
haul 'em away,
And it's Holly Hi-Yo,
haul 'em away,
little Nancy Taylor,
haul 'em away,
said she'd never love a sailor,
haul 'em away,
till she was harping by a whaler.
haul 'em away,
And it's Holly Hi-Yo,
haul 'em away,
little Sally Racket,
haul 'em away,
she signed aboard a packet,
haul 'em away,
and she never did regret it.
haul 'em away,
And it's Holly Hi-Yo,
haul 'em away,
and it's Holly Hi-Yo,
haul 'em away.
Take me back on the bay, boys, clear away in the morning. I don't want to go ashore, boys. Oh, bring her around. Take me back on the bay, boys, clear away in the morning. I don't want to spend my pay, boys. Oh, bring her around. Captain, don't you leave me, clear away in the morning. There's no one here that needs me. Oh, bring her round. Bring me wine and brandy, clear away in the morning. I'd only ask for Nancy. Oh, bring her round. Nancy, oh my Nancy, clear away in the morning. She never played it fancy. Oh, bring her round. Captain, don't let the main down. Clear away in the morning. Captain, don't let the chain run. Oh, bring her round. Take me back on the bay, boys. Clear away in the morning. I don't want to go ashore, boys. Oh, bring her round.
Le capitaine de Saint-Malo,
Allez, allô,
qui fait la pêche au cachalot.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô,
Et là, trois filles qui font la peau.
allez, allô,
La première à Valparaiso.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô,
La douzième à Rio Janeiro.
allez, allô,
La troisième à San Francisco.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô,
Elle donne à boire à ses matelots.
allez, allô,
À grande coupe de bas de gando.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô,
Elle mange la viande, nous les os.
allez, allô,
Il boit le vin et toi de l'eau.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô,
La lieutenant on vit là-haut.
allez, allô,
À grande coupe de boc dans le dos.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô,
Il mange la viande, nous les os.
allez, allô,
Il fume les cigares, nous les mégots.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô,
À la manœuvre, à le bosco.
allez, allô,
T'es dressé à coupe de cabillaud.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô,
Le capitaine de Saint-Malo,
allez, allô,
qui fait la pêche au cachalot.
allez, 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 allô, allez, allô, allez, 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 allô, allez, allô.
Oh, the Southern Ocean is a lonely place where the storms are many and the shelter's scarce.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
On the restless water neath the troubling sky, you can see that Mollymock wheel and fly.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, Mollymock.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
He's the ghost of a sailor man, so I've heard say, whose body was lost and his soul flew away.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
And he's got no haven, and he's got no home, and he's bound forevermore to wheel and roam.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, Mollymock.
ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
When I gets too weary for to sail no more, let my bones sink better far away from shore.
Down upon the southern ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
You can cast me loose, leave me drifting free, and I'll keep that big bird company.
Down upon the southern ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, Molly Ma.
Down upon the southern ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
Them Johnson gals is a mighty fine gals.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Them Johnson gals is a mighty fine gals.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Oh, them Johnson gals, they got mighty fine legs.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Got long, long legs and little bitsy feet.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Oh, them Johnson boys, well, they sure am lazy.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Drive Johnson gals just a little bit crazy.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Beefsteak, make a little gravy.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Your thing, my thing, make a little baby.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Oh, them Johnson gals, they got long, long hair.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Them Johnson gals wear it way down there.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
They got long brown hair and a big brown eyes.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Big Johnson boys tell some mighty fine lies.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Oh, way down south they got the Jamaica jam.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Well, it's hot like cayenne, but it's good goddamn.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Work hard, sweat hard, make a little money.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Friday come, I'm gonna spend it on my honey.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Oh, them Johnson gals is a mighty fine gals.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Them Johnson gals is a mighty fine gals.
Walk around, honey, walk around.
Walk
around, honey, walk around. Walk around, honey, walk around.
When, O brooder, the captain shook a sword across the sea,
Rolling glory on the ocean.
I had a mind, O brooder, would make an earl of me.
Rolling glory on the ocean.
So I struck out from the harbour upon the break of day. I'm breathing salty air and I'm well upon my way. I don't know where I'm going, but I'll get there anyway.
Rolling glory on the ocean.
Out there we fought with cutlass, with blunderbuss and gun.
Rolling glory on the ocean.
With boarding and with broadside we made the Dutchman run.
Rolling glory on the ocean.
Then down among the captains with their greenskin shoes, I sought for Hugh, a brooder, and got but little news, till I shook him by the hand in the Bay of Santa Cruz.
Rolling glory on the ocean.
O brooder, sit kindly o'er a fresh plate from Mayo.
Rolling glory on the ocean.
So come among my captains, to Auchilback we'll go.
Rolling glory on the ocean.
Although these foreign ports of call are full of riches dear, I'd rather be in Mayo with April on the air. It's homeward bound we'll set our course, so swing your canvas here.
Rolling glory on the ocean.
There's no man, said a stranger, whose hand I'd sooner grip. rolling glory on the ocean. Well, I'm your man, said Bruder, and you're aboard my ship, rolling glory on the ocean. They drank a pint together in ocean roguery. They rolled ashore together, but between yourself and me, we found old Bruder dangling within an airy tree. Ghost in glory on the ocean. Strike the bell, strike the bell, second day, let us go below. Look you well to windward, you can see it's going to blow. Looking at the glass, you can see that it is fell, and we wish that you would hurry up and strike the bell.
All right. We have Strikes a Bell, and hope you enjoyed that. I sure enjoyed being part of that performance. It's really a pleasure to sing in harmony with people. I hope that all the rest of you singers get a chance to do that soon and keep on doing it. Harmony for me is basically my religion. Took me a long time to figure that out, but that's what it is. So we have lovely harmony here because in this next act because it's a father-daughter duo, and there's something about genetics that really helps harmony happen. It's made up of Lynn Marie Jackson Applegate. She's got a lot of names, but she earns them all. And her father, they made it a lot simpler, Bob Jackson. So the two of them have been playing together for probably since she was a little one, and they have a lot of fun, and that fun will be transmitted to you. So please enjoy the North Shore Ramblers.
Hi there, we are the North Shore Ramblers, and we are going to play a few of our favorite songs, sea songs. The first one is traditional, Wild Goose. You see a wild goose sailing on the ocean, Renzo, me boys, Renzo Ray. Just like them pretty girls when they get some notion, Renzo, me boys, Renzo Ray. Oh, Renzo, you'll rule the day as the wild goose sails away. Oh, Renzo, you'll rule the day as the wild goose sails away. As I was a-walking one evening by the river, Renzo, me boys, Renzo Ray. I spied a pretty girl, my heart it was a quiver, Renzo, me boys, Renzo Ray. Oh, Renzo, you'll rule the day as the wild goose sails away. Oh, Renzo, you'll rule the day as the wild goose sails away. Well, I said to her, well, how are you this evening, Renzo, me boys, Renzo Ray. Not for the better of the sea and of you, Renzo, me boys, Renzo Ray. Oh, Renzo, you'll rule the day as the wild goose sails away. Oh, Renzo, you'll rule the day as the wild goose sails away. Oh, Renzo, you'll rule the day as the wild goose sails away. Oh, Renzo, you'll rule the day as the wild goose sails away. Okay, the next song we're gonna do is a traditional Shenandoah sing-along. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you the way rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away. I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. For 7 years I've been a rover the way rolling river. For 7 years I've been a rover away. I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Shenandoah, I love your daughter the way you rolling river. She lives across the raging water away. I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I'm bound to leave you the way you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I'll not forsake you away. I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. To see you the way you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away. I'm bound away across the wide Missouri. Our next song is another traditional sing-along. Boatmen dance, boatmen sing, boatmen do most anything. Dance, boatmen dance, dance, boatmen dance. Dance all night in the broad daylight and go home with your girl in the morning. Hey ho, boatmen row, pulling up river on the Ohio. Hey ho, boatman row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Boatmen dance, boatmen sing, boatmen love Miss Mary Ann. Dance, boatmen dance, dance, boatmen dance. Dance all night in the broad daylight and go home with your girl in the morning. Hey ho, boatman row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Hey ho, boatman row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. There was a pretty girl in my life, but she was a boatman's wife. Dance, boatman, dance, dance, boatman, dance. Dance all night in the broad daylight and go home with your girl in the morning. Hey ho, boatman row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Hey ho, boatman row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. When the boatman comes on shore, spends his money and he wants for more. Dance, boatman, dance, dance, boatman, dance. Dance all night in the broad daylight and go home with your girl in the morning. Hey ho, boatman row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Hey ho, boatman row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Boatmen dance, boatmen sing, boatmen do most anything. Dance, boatmen dance, dance, boatmen dance. Dance all night in the broad daylight and go home with your girl in the morning. Hey ho, boatmen row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Hey ho, boatmen row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Hey ho, boatmen row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Hey ho, boatmen row, pulling up the river on the Ohio. Let's see. Okay. For the time and the tides are taking a toll on the beach and the jetty, the shore and the shoal, and the weary old waves they just rock and they roll and wash me away in the morning. I live in a land they call Wash Away Beach, where the cranberries grow and the sandpipers screech, but the land keeps washing away from my reach. Oh, wash me away in the morning. For the time and the tides are taking a toll on the beach and the jetty, the shore and the shoal, and the weary old waves they just rock and they roll and wash me away in the morning. If you wash away sand, you can wash away grief and cleanse me of memories past all belief. At very long last I will get some relief. Oh, wash me away in the morning. For the tide and the tides are taking a toll on the beach and the jetty, the shore and the shoal, and the weary old waves they just rock and they roll and wash me away in the morning. Wash every enemy, wash every friend, give us the peace where the peace has no end. Before tore asunder, let nature now mend. Oh, wash me away in the morning. For the time and the tides are taking a toll on the beach and the jetty, the shore and the shoal, and the weary old waves they just rock and they roll and wash me away in the morning. The sea washed away and the sea can rebuild, wash all the places where blood has been spilled. My heart has been broken, my heart will be filled. Oh, wash me away in the morning. For the time and the tides are taking a toll on the beach and the jetty, the shore and the shoal, and the weary old waves that just rock and they roll, and wash me away in the morning, and wash me away in the morning.
So the next song that we're going to do is Mingalay Boat Song, which is traditional, and it's one of our favorites. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. What care we how white the minches? What care we, boys, for wind and weather? Let her go, boys, every inch is sailing homeward to Mingalay. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. Wives are waiting on the pier and look and see where front heather. Pull her head round and we'll anchor ere the sun sets on Mingalay. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. When the wind is wildly shouting and the waves mount ever higher, anxious eyes turn ever seaward to see us home to Mingalay. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Here ya ho, boys, let her go, boys, sailing homeward to Mingalay.
All right. Lynn and Bob, thanks. Really appreciate your adding that to our final set there. And want to thank everybody for being part of all of this. Want to thank you, all of our performers. Please support them any way you know how and any way they need. Some of them have CDs out. and some of them have other things going on. If you're having a house party, invite them. Excuse me, don't invite, hire a musician. Part of the whole thing of Maritime Folknet is we want to pay people to do maritime music, which is a novel concept for some people. Anyway, so I'd like to thank the Maritime Folknet board members, including myself, but also more importantly, Helen Gilbert, David Kessler, Ginny Agnew. Thanks a lot, guys. Want to thank Pilgrim Media Services and Chris Glanister for juggling all the technical stuff. Let's see. Oh, well, thank you again to For Culture for your annual grant that helps keep us going. And we'd like to thank all of our members who've sent us money and gotten free CDs, by the way. And also, I do want to put a little plug for our CDs. We've got four CDs out that are most excellent. The newest one is this one, The Songs of Alice Winship. So, please do donate. Go to maritimefolknet.org and /donate, and you can do that there. And let's see, yeah, buy a CD. I just mentioned that. We have the Tugboat Tales, wonderful CD of tugboat songs, Tales from the Bar, songs of the Lower Columbia, Making the Cut, about the centennial of the ship canal and all that stuff, and finally this one I just showed you, the Songs of Alice Winship. So you can order those through our website, and if I haven't said Maritime or folknet.org enough times, probably now I have. Please do become a member. Join our merry band. Please like our Facebook page to hear about other events and workshops. Ask us about shanty sings and shanty singers around the Pacific Northwest. We do know a lot of people. We're hoping to eventually get back to having a listing of maritime music events. That's one of the things that our dear departed leader Alice had going pretty well, and we have one of the few things we haven't been able to pick up and keep running with, but we're still trying. And to do that would probably help to have a few more volunteers. So it all ties together, see? All right, time for me to sing us out. And it was nice to hear Helen doing Wave Over Wave, knowing that I was going to be doing this song, because they're just both joyful songs of the sea. None of this whining and complaining and missing your sweetheart and any of that stuff. I've got to turn off YouTube on the other side of my screen because I'm looking at a mere echo of myself. So this is Jimmy Buffett's fairly autobiographical song, Son of a Sailor. As the son of a sailor, I went out on the sea for adventure, expanding the view of the captain and crew like a man who's been freed from indenture. As a dreamer of dreams and a traveling man, I have crossed off many a mile, read dozens of books about heroes and crooks. I learned much of both of their styles. As the son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of the jailer. Now in the near future, southeast of disorder, you can shake the hand of the Mango Man as he greets you at the border. And the lady, she hails from Trinidad, island of the spices. Salt for your meat, cinnamon sweet, the rum is for all your good vices. Haul the sheet in as we ride on the wind that our forefathers harnessed before us. Hear the bells ring and the tide ring and sing, it's the son of a gun of a chorus. Now where it all ends lands. I can't fathom, my friends. If I knew, I'd just toss up my anchor. So I cruise along, always searching for songs. Not a lawyer, a thief, or a banker, but the son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor, son of a gun, load the last ton, one step ahead of the jailer. I'm just a son of a son, son of a son, son of a son of a sailor. The sea's in my veins, my condition remains. I'm just glad I don't live in a trailer. So thank you very much for joining us this afternoon into evening. And remember that you too can have one of these really spiffy pins. It says Maritime Folknet, has our really artful looking logo on it. If I get any closer, I'll fall into something, but there it is, and you too can have that. I guess on our website, I think it's a mere $7. You can't have that much fun for $7 almost anywhere else. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for being supportive of maritime music in the Northwest and anywhere else we can get away with it. Please stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy, and be well.